You can find everything about it.
You can find out everything.
I have no problem
because then their kids get harassed and people harassing their wife that may not even know what's going on. Probably don't even watch the news because they understand what their husband or their wife do for a living as an ICE agent. I'm not defending why they wear a mask, but I'm just saying,
that makes perfect sense.
If your wife or your husband don't watch the news and all of a sudden you get approached by 3 people like, hey, your husband is a piece of shit and blah, blah, blah. He did this on the news. He all over the news. And the wife might not even know. Even the kids in high school, etc. You see where I'm going with it. But that's the reason why they get docked. But also, whoever's leaking the information is the piece of shit. Whoever releasing their doc information is the piece of shit. Because it's wrong. Like, it's wrong to put someone's family in danger that has nothing to do with their husband or wife do as they executing these ICE operations.
So you don't see that as being an occupational hazard? Like, if this is the job that you chose?
Yeah, okay. I was just about to go into that. They know what they signed up for, 100%. They know what they signed up for 100%. But I guess what I'm saying is,
I get that there's a level
I don't agree with the information that get leaked. You should not wear a mask. I do agree with you. You know what you signed for as an ICE agent. You should not wear a mask. I'm just completely against their information getting leaked.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my stance on it.
There's a reason why it's illegal.
Like, shit. If I'm an ICE agent, you ain't gonna never find out where I live. I don't care who you. I'm gonna make sure, but I'm gonna show my face. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
I'm gonna go with the vote of wear a mask because where it's led to today is that you got crazy motherfuckers that will go out and hunt down your family. Mm-hmm. And for what? Again, at the end of the day, for what? You are stopping people that are doing their jobs, that they didn't make this up. This just didn't come about. This organization has been in existence for a minute now. They are doing their jobs like any other federal agent does because they are part of a federal agency. What makes you think that you can interfere with that? And that's the part I don't understand. Mm-hmm. Would you stop an FBI raid? I mean, would you stop a dope deal that's about to go down? I was like, are y'all like people Batman now? Is that you out here for? I don't understand why something is legal and you are against it. You feel that it isn't right. And therefore, it's like you take justice amongst yourself. How is the person wrong that is an ICE that did sign up for this back in 2008 and when Obama started yanking people out? They didn't have masks on. They have pictures of that. Go back and look. They didn't have masks on. Now, here's the trick part of that. Where was all this craziness and motherfuckers protesting and shit? And I will not lie, there were protests, but they weren't the size that it is now. They were nowhere near that. And then you had the Democrats and Republicans agree on that. You think I'm bullshitting? Go take a look back at Joe Biden and all these people you swear like holier than thou. These niggas was the main ones sitting up there talking about deportation. And Obama, he whacked 3 million of them motherfuckers. Got out. They called him the deporter in chief. So how is it that different to today's standard to the point where, ICE people had to cover their face because these niggas done went crazy. Y'all niggas got out in the street and start burning shit up and now it leads to death because y'all are crazy. People were getting shot and like I said, y'all just lit the fuse. You worried about a masked up dude? Like I said, wait till that little robot come trotting down. And there ain't no motherfucking negotiating with them. They strapping AKs to these motherfuckers back. So it's like, okay, keep playing the game. But again, it's like, no, if I was an ICE agent, definitely I have a mask.
Yeah,
I have a joke, man.
Choice. It's definitely a choice for them because I'm not gonna sit here and say they're all wearing their masks. Some of them do just show their face, and that's what they did. But it's because of the media and how things are being controlled. They're telling you what to be mad at. They're telling you what to be outraged at. Like that's what they're doing. Like you said, under Obama, the deporter in chief quiet.
It was
Well, I mean,
crickets.
I mean, it wasn't completely quiet. It's not how it is now.
It lasted for about a good year. The only
it's
people
not how
that
it
were
is now.
complaining were the people that got busted, really. Everybody else in terms of the media and all the white folks and black, they wasn't saying shit.
Yeah,
that was like, that shit ain't on me.
As long as it's our Obama, we okay with it.
And I got a
but
quick
give
question.
it time. I'm sure Trump will match them numbers. You know, hey, I'm sure.
Oh, he on the roll.
Like
he on the roll.
LeBron shooting that Jordan to
It's coming.
Trump trying to.
So,
he gonna overtake that 3 million.
So
I thought it was 5 though.
What's that?
I thought Obama had 5.
No, he had like 3.
Oh,
It was maybe just above 3. But real quick, because I had asked see this question earlier. Out of all this shit that happened, has she decided to keep driving straight on the road that made that turn? However, if she told old girl, her wife decided, you know what, it's cold in the motherfucker. Let's just go get some tea or something or some coffee. Like, fuck this. Would she have gotten shot?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Because I say that not to be mean or anything, but it goes back to like, these are the decisions that people make to put them in those predicaments. So when everybody gets excited about that, think about that just for 1 second. If she didn't do that, hindsight is 20/20. If she'd have stayed at the end of the block and decided both of them get out the car and just walk down the street like the other people that were on the sidewalk walking, would she have gotten shot? And the answer is no.
Possibly not.
No,
as far as
it's more
with the walking.
if
It
they
depends on what
walking.
else happened after that, but you can play the what if game.
Yeah, you can, but you got to take that into consideration. And when people look at this in the eyes like there's no consequences to your action, oh, there is.
Yeah, that's
It
what I was
truly
saying
is.
earlier. Like you placed yourself in this situation that in reality you do not have control over, and it's like people. When they're inside their vehicles, they think they just like, impenetrable, like they're invincible inside these vehicles. And it's like, man, the bullets don't care about that windshield, man. Especially that second and that third one after that first one cracked the windshield and there's a little bit less resistance.
Yeah. How many shots was it though?
I think that was 4.
It were 4 shots. Okay. I would made to believe it was only 1 shot. So, everybody have different perspective on how they receive their information. But then, certain news media will show you one side of the clip or the other side of the clip. But once that body cam footage came out, I mean, from a police officer standpoint or a law enforcement standpoint,
you're not being found guilty on that. That ain't even coming up.
So, like I said, I don't know, because when you look at, like I said, when I was sitting there looking through the courts and what, as far as precedent and what they've actually established as far as cases of, police shooting and then when the claim was, I shot this person because they were using their vehicle as a deadly weapon, and then all of this stuff. There's a lot of things that they take into place, and looking at the video and comparing that list of things that they look for, and looking at that video, it doesn't check off all the boxes. Like I said, and they usually high rate of speed is taken into account. Reasonable time to avoid is taken into account. Not placing yourself in harm's way gets taken into account. They have to find a way to prove intent as well. They have to find a way to prove and say, hey, this lady was intentionally trying to run this man over with the intent to kill him. And it's going to be really hard to prove that given the footage that's available, and also along with all the other things that are missing. Like, yeah, they do have, the fact that he was struck by the vehicle, which, by the way, would not have happened had he not stepped in front of it while it was moving. And you can also say, like you said earlier, hey, she was backing up for a second, so I didn't know she was going to come back forward. You're still putting yourself in front of a moving vehicle. So I don't think it's going to be as cut and dry as, hey, if this goes to trial, there's no way that he's going to be found guilty. My only thing is whether it's going to go to trial at all.
Exactly. Even better, because I was like, they already set the narrative in terms of what happened. And like you said, now they got the video of it. And I understand what you're saying in terms of like the legality issues, which, they can hit on. But if they go against that, well, they can easily say she was given orders repeatedly. She didn't obey them.
She was given mixed orders. From when I was listening to the video, I heard officers saying, "Get out of here." I've heard officers saying, like, "Get out of the car," and other officers saying, "Leave." So there were orders, but again, this is still all who's telling the story and what
all I'm
side they want
saying,
to take.
if they were to go in defense of what the hell you explained it, I was just saying the defense of that would be that, and I'm no lawyer, but I was like, there's enough to be like, okay, well, she was given orders, whether they were mixed orders or not. Again, they're going to bounce back to the fact that the new camera is showing them, and I'm sorry, it's like, but yeah, they were talking shit. She was sitting there, wife was no, but they will make it one. And that's what I'm saying. It's like they will make it. Yeah, they will make it to the point where this was intentional on their behalf because they were being given orders where they were mixed or not. It's like they were being given orders, and instead of choosing to get back into the car and follow the orders, her wife is sitting there with a camera, go to lunch or whatever. It's like you're antagonizing and you're disobeying the order. So by the time he gets around to the front of the car, they can easily say the dude is telling her to get out the car. That's very audible. You can hear it. So it's like he's telling her to get. That is a direct order, but she chooses instead to put the car in gear. And these are defenses that they're going to throw at this and be like, this is what really justified the shooting in their eyes. And to me, I was like, I'm not justifying at all, but this is just a defense that they can use. And if an officer feel, and I don't care what officer you are, feel that your life is in jeopardy, by all means, you have the right to protect that.
Yeah,
and if a car coming at you, and again, I think dude could have got out the way easily.
And that's the part that they're gonna have to go around. And like I said earlier, they're gonna also have to prove intent, and they're gonna have to prove that she was intending to run him over, and they're gonna have to prove that she wasn't simply trying to get away. And then they also have to gonna have to address, depending on how good the opposing counsel is, they're gonna have to also address the fact that officers are trained not to shoot at moving vehicles. From my understanding, from when, like I said, me going through the legalities and things surrounding, a shooting when it comes to a vehicle as a deadly weapon,